Morning.
After more than 2 decades, investigators are hoping to identify a little boy found at a small church cemetery. His body was found in 1999 in DeKalb County. Police think he was between 4 and 8 years old. Now, investigators hope new facial reconstruction can help show what the boy may have looked like. Police say by looking at his clothes and boots, they think he was well cared for. And if you recognize any of these images, you're asked to call the DeKalb Medical Examiner's Office.
Carrying on the legacy of a fallen officer. Dozens of people showing up in Lawrenceville yesterday, donating blood in honor of Gwinnett County officer Antoine Toney, shot and killed in October while confronting a suspicious vehicle. His mother and sister flying in from California for the special blood drive. Officer Toney's name also unveiled on a mobile memorial to fallen Georgia officers.
That's what he wanted to do. He wanted to give a good representation of police officers and law enforcement to children, especially in certain areas where they don't see that quite often.
Moving one step closer to a new election system. The State House passing a bill to buy new ballot marking machines, replacing the 17-year-old computer system used now. While some Republicans are calling it the most secure and accurate option, tech experts are warning against using computers, arguing they're more susceptible to hackers. Democrats echoing the call for a return to paper ballots. The bill now heads to the Senate.